Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today we have empties. I know I've said this for probably now 2 years, or I don't know how long I've been doing empties. I am always shocked at how many empties I gather in a month. My first one is a snack. I don't know whether I've talked about these or not. These for me are addicting. These are pop corners, and they basically almost look like popcorn pressed together. If you like salt, these are definitely for you. They definitely, for me, I love salt, but they're almost just a hair too salty, but I love it. But once you pop, you can't stop. So I wish they had individual bags. They might somewhere, but every now and then I pick up a bag and they're pretty much gone. 21 of them is 120 calories. So I think, you know, they're supposed to be a little bit better than chips, but I mean, I'm not sure. I like them way better than chips. So it's yellow corn, sunflower oil, and sea salt. So these are just super yummy, and I love them. Addicting though. I can't have them in the house or I just eat them. All right. So I was putting on makeup to hopefully declutter. I ended up dropping I have a caboodle and it just went everywhere. And so this one, I think is just going to go. I don't do blush really anyway. This is Complex Culture. And I got this in my Ipsy. It came broken. And of course, when I dropped all my stuff, it broke today. And so a big chunk came out of the corner. I just don't even know what I'm doing with blush. I don't know. I have some on today. I don't personally even notice it. And then I always feel like, you know, in my back of my mind, less confident when I put blush on because did I do it right? Does it look good? So the fact that a big chunk is out, I'm just kind of over it. And I didn't like this color anyway. This is too pale pink. This one kind of is sparkly. The Complex Culture has nice packaging, but this is an Ipsy brand. So in case you didn't know. Also in that kind of declutter is the lipstick I have on right now. I was happy to try this. This is by Tarte, the Maracuja Juicy lipstick. And I also believe I got this in my Ipsy. Again, happy to try it. They have the Maracuja Juicy, I think like lip gloss is more my cup of tea. It's still pigmented, still glossy. It only looks glossy on my lips because I put a lip gloss. This is more almost a matte lipstick in my opinion. And I've come to the realization that true lipsticks just aren't for me. I like a more juicy kind of lip gloss. I don't want it to be sheer. When I'm doing videos, I don't really wear color on my lips pretty much any other time. But true lipstick just isn't my cup of tea. So I was happy to try this, but this is kind of just going to go by the wayside. Favorite razor. So back during COVID, so probably 2020, or was it 2019? 2019? I don't even know. I'm so glad we're I feel like years past that. But either way, that year where we were stuck at home for months and months, I did a video trying new razors because Dollar Shave had been my razor for years and years, and their quality went downhill in my opinion. We went up to the highest level. They had different levels. And so then I did a video trying different razors. Sadly, only because of the price, Venus was the winner. This was the most expensive ones I tried, but I love them and I'm still using them. What is it now? 2 years later, 3 years later? I don't even know anymore. But I'm still using them. They have if you have Costco, they usually have these in a set at Costco. I'm going to be honest. I don't think the blades I got at Costco are as good as the ones when you buy full price. But these are pricey, but they're for a little bit. I was majorly cutting myself with the Dollar Shave pretty much every time I shave. This is basically, I think in 3 years, I've cut myself once, and that's because my leg slipped, not because of the razor. So I love Venus razors. My handle, I think is over a year old, and it just wasn't holding again, so I had to get a new handle. All right, Tatcha. This might be my regret for Black Friday this year. I think I should have bought Black Friday Tatcha with 25% off. I love this stuff. Also, if you have Ipsy, I highly recommend. This little guy is $3.50. Not only is it cute, it holds over about a week's worth of product. And that's a really good trial. I mean, I'm using it every day for like 7 days. This is the Tatcha water cream. I loved it. My skin loved it. I may have to break down and get some Tatcha. I feel like my skin looked better on Tatcha. Anyway, I feel like this particular thing of Empties may have a few products where I have to buy myself because my skin is not happy right now. I don't break out very often. I can go like 9 months to a year with no breakouts, and then boom, I've got like one on my lip, one on my cheek. And I think it's because my skin is not happy with some of the skin products I have right now. So Tatcha, I may need to buy. I should have bought it at Black Friday. You guys always see this, Epsom salts. The big bags at Walmart, I think, are the best value, which is generally like $6 for like 8 pounds. This is 3 pounds, and I think for $4. It is getting harder, at least at Walmart, to find the big bag. But I love Epsom salts in the bath, and I wouldn't buy anything but just the big cheap ones. I mean, it's Epsom salt. You're not getting anything by buying the name brand Epsom salt or anything. Let's see. This stuff is awesome. Healthy, sexy hair tri-wheat leave-in conditioner. We use it on my daughter's hair. It detangles like a dream. It makes it look so healthy and so shiny. I've bought the full size, which is $18. So we love this stuff, and I've already repurchased. This is, I broke the lid off, so there's no lid. I really like this stuff. This is Purlisse. Honestly, I'm becoming almost a cult fan of Purlisse. I'm using my last bottle, so I had rebought this where we got a sale, and I love this stuff. This is one of those ones that like a year or two ago, I thought I hated it, and then I got stuck using it, and I love it. This is a watermelon charcoal. This is $18, and it lasts a good chunk. I don't know, 2 months, something, 3 months, I don't know. It lasts a pretty good chunk. My favorite Purlisse cleanser is the Blue Lotus, and I feel like I need to go back to that, especially in the winter. This is more, this is not stripping, which is great, but it's a little more cleansing, I think, with the charcoal. And I think maybe in the winter, I need to go back to my Blue Lotus. The last time I tried to buy it a couple months ago, they were out, and it's also double the price at $36. But that I felt like lasted even longer because a little bit went a long way. And I think in the winter months, my skin needs a little more TLC. And so I think I need to pick up the Blue Lotus. So this is Bodycology. The writing is off. This lasted like 2 years. My husband and I use it for massage. And I think that's about all it's good for. It's a very slippery soap. Lotion. Again, I think this is Walmart's like generic lotion brand, but it is great for massage. It's very like liquidy. I don't think it's moisturizing, but it's great for massage. So I would definitely repurchase. I need to actually add that to my list. All right, this stuff is awesome. I think Mindy McKnight, is a YouTuber, but I've never watched her. I've just heard other people talk about her. I also found this brand during COVID. It was on a little like cardboard cutout thing at Walmart. It's now fully on the shelf at Walmart. Heritage by Mindy McKnight. Awesome. I highly recommend. This is for the price, I think the best hair mask I've ever used. I should say for drugstore prices, $8. It is super thick, very moisturizing, $8. This lasts a long time. It is super, super thick. As far as like on the shelf at Walmart kind of drugstore brands, you cannot go wrong. And this is better than a lot of expensive ones as well. Really like this. I rebought this many times. And I have no doubt that I will buy it again. So I don't know if anybody's heard of Milkshake. I certainly hadn't until I got these in a Luxely Beauty. They were fine for my daughter. They were too moisturizing for me. My hair just gets weighted down too much. So for my hair, it's a no. For my daughter's hair, they were fine. I've never heard of that. I don't think I've even ever seen it in a shop. So I don't know. All right, a couple Ipsy X's ago, Keys, Alicia Keys brand. I love her packaging, glass purple bottles. And I've pretty much liked most of what I've got. This is a body oil. I love body oil. I use it every day for the first time ever. I mean, I feel like in years, I've actually had to buy body oil. I'm trying the Neutrogena one. Because normally I get body oil in my boxes enough where I don't have to purchase it. This was very nice. I wouldn't pay $25 for a body oil because for me, it goes pretty fast. I use it on my arms, my neck, and then on my chest. Love the packaging. Very nice. I just use too much of it to justify $25 for a body oil. All right. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. And funnily enough, this cost me 3 cents, and I'm glad it did. So I was just kind of going down the hair aisle and saw this, and it's a defrizzing dry shampoo by Batiste. And I think possibly it's just defrizz. It's, number one, hardly defrizz my hair. Second of all, it did nothing for absorbing oil. If anything, it made my hair look more weighted down. I got to the self-checkout at Walmart. It was 3 cents. I double-checked with the clerk. I'm like, are we sure this is 3 cents? She had looked it up online. It was 3 cents, so maybe nobody else wanted it either. Terrible. Run away from this. I don't know whether this bottle was a dud or what, but terrible. Terrible. And I love Batiste. Their regular dry shampoo is really good. That's why when I saw defrizz, yes, please. No. No, no, and no. All right. So this is the only eye cream I've repurchased. I kind of think I possibly should have repurchased. This is $60 by Algenist. And this is, I repurchased it. I think I got it in a box and I repurchased it and then I was out. And in the last Ipsy, I could have bought another one for $18, but I have a couple eye creams already. Now, this one, if you went to their website, has a huge list of claims. And this is the Triple Algae Eye Renewal Balm. Again, Algenist. And they don't really ever have that many great sales, I don't feel. Whenever I get towards the end, I kind of start using a healthier amount. This really does what it claims if you use a very generous amount. So when I first bought it, I'm just kind of putting like little dabs. I didn't really notice it. I'm thinking, why did I repurchase this? And then when I got to the end and I was really kind of putting a generous amount, there's a noticeable difference. For $60, I think this would go a lot faster if I used a generous amount. And anyway, I have other eye creams right now I've gotten, so I'm not going to repurchase it again. But if you use this generously, it really does take away the dark circles, the puffiness, but you have to use kind of a liberal amount. All right, I've already repurchased this. I did this in my Black Friday. So this is the Briogeo Curl Charisma Rice Amino Avocado Leave-In. And I use this in an odd way in that I put it in my hair after the shampoo and then I put the conditioner on top of it. Mainly because my hair gets weighted down, but I love this stuff. I think it adds curl, so I've already repurchased. Perlise, this was a body butter sample we got. I loved it. I don't pay Perlise prices for hand cream, but I would not be mad to get this in another box. All right, I've had this for quite some time. There's still more in there, I believe. This is Grace and Stella mud kind of mask, a clay mask. Where am I going? That's not the, is that, I guess that is the right thing. I guess for me, this is more of a treatment. I love a clay mask, but I want the clay mask that dries so tight and you look like a crazy person. My family makes fun of me when I wear mine. I do once a week. I did mine this morning. This never gets hard. So I guess if you wanted a clay mask that doesn't get hard, this would be for you. I don't necessarily, for me, it's not as good. The ones that like dry super tight do a great job of making my skin smooth, really pulling out the impurities and exfoliating. This is more of a fun treatment to put on, and it's kind of goopy, but it never dries. So it was nice to have. It's about 25 bucks. It's not for me. And honestly, I'm finally just throwing it out. I think I've had that for 2 years just because it's not my preferred clay mask. This stuff was better the second time around. This Espa, got it in my FabFitFun. The first time I got it, I literally had to cut off the top because it would not come out. This is a very pepperminty, it's a body polish, so sugar, I believe. Very like spearmint, actually. Very big, chunky pieces of sugar. So it kind of hurts. It doesn't feel refined. Honestly, I would never repurchase. And I really don't ever want it again. I mean, we would use it if we got it, but this is neither, my husband likes the smell, but neither, well, he's not picky. I'm picky. I can use it, but I would rather have almost any other body polish. I know every now and then I have like weird items. This is another kids item. Last time we had to go to the doctor recommended children's Zyrtec. This really knocks down the runny nose, so it's worth the price for me. Same thing with Dimetap. They're like, this is the same ingredients, the HCI or CL, 10 milligrams antihistamine, but this works so much better than the generic one, like the Equate Walmart version. So I think sometimes it's, I don't know, name brand's better somehow. All right, I've only used this twice and that's good enough for me. And once I put it on, I kind of feel like maybe I'd had this before. When I unboxed this, I had said I've never had it before, but I think I have. This is a Milk mascara, a very unique packaging, and it's kind of like a rubber grip. Awful, at least for me. I wore it so this is Rise mascara. The first time I wore it, it smudged, flaked, awful. I mean, big smudges. And then the second time, it was very clumpy. I had like a unilash. I feel like this kind of goes on. Oh, like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. But this, I don't want, when I do my mascara, I pretty much don't want to have to worry about it, look at it, think about it again. And the fact that this smudged, and then nobody tells you it smudged, so then you're going around all day long with black things everywhere. And then the second time it clumped, like I had like almost like a triceratops, 3 clumps of lashes. So I don't know. Maybe this is your favorite, but I don't want to see it again, and it's not worth a third attempt for me. All right, this is my holy grail. I am so sad it's gone. I probably need to repurchase. I got this, honestly, probably 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago. Malin and Goats, which I believe is a Swedish brand. This is an $88 face oil, and boy, it is magnificent. Glass bottle. You can buy it at Nordstrom or on their website. I was hoping they would have kind of like a Christmas gift set. This is not in it. They hardly had any. I didn't even check with them for Black Friday, which I should have. I need to do a better job next year of making a list of high dollar things I want. So I don't know. I'm going to save this bottle because I really think I want to repurchase it. This lasted forever, mainly because I first started out hardly using it, and then it still lasted a long time. I usually put like a drop or two in my moisturizer. Honestly, my skin just loves it, and I think I would be sad if I don't ever get it again. And I knew that was running out, so I was kind of trying to find face oils. So this is the Trader Joe's Marula face oil. This is like $8. I use this on my neck and my chest and my arms. Marula, I don't know whether it's all Marula or Trader Joe's, but it didn't sink into my face. My face didn't like it. So this did not pass the muster for my face. It's a very nice glass bottle that kind of has a ombre effect. But this particular oil was awesome, but not for my face. Whereas this one, I exclusively use this on my face. I'm very picky about my face. All right, so this was another Keys Soul Care, lovely purple glass bottle. This was, I think, a Promise serum, niacinamide. It was very nice. I don't think I would repurchase, but I do love niacinamide serums. And it was very nice. Nice to have. I think her price point is fairly good and her ingredients are fairly good, but I wouldn't repurchase. All right, so this is L'Oreal Everpure, which is basically kind of, is it going to focus? There we go. A dupe-ish for Pureology. I believe L'Oreal owns Pureology. I don't know. To me, this is not a dupe. It does not do the same thing, but it is a very good brand for like drugstore brands. So this was great on my daughter's hair. I think it's like $8. The shampoo and conditioner is also really good. So I really like this for a really good drugstore brand. All right, I was again trying to find a substitute for the face oil. I saw this sample, which honestly, when I got it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is tiny. But it was $3.50 and it lasted a long time. This is the Polaris, which I believe is a French brand, or Polaire, French brand, Polar Night, Revitalizing, that's not a word. Whatever, you know what I mean. Elixir, very nice. Once again, it didn't really soak in. This worked better if you put like a drop in your moisturizer. Very nice, but not as good as this. This is one of the best products I've ever used. All right, I've already repurchased this more than once. I'm not sure I can go without it at this point. This is Paula's Choice Super Daily Defense Wrinkle Moisturizer SPF. I love Paula's Choice because almost every one of her products you can buy a sample size. So you can try it before you buy it. This says mattifies. I don't feel like it mattifies. But what I love is this is not billed as a tinted moisturizer, but you can see that it's clearly a flesh or whatever skin tint. When you wash it off at night on my little silicone brush, it comes off looking like a makeup. I wear this every day. Number one, because of the sunscreen, SPF 30, has antioxidants, etc. But I feel like this takes away just a hair of my redness. So this is my go-to SPF because it has a little tint. I can't say highly enough Airborne. This is the Equate version. So far, I take now a vitamin C and a zinc every single day. I feel like I might feel a cold coming on. I almost don't get one. If I feel a cold coming on, I start with this, or after that. My daughter and husband just got sick. It is almost unheard of. They have a cold and I don't. I think it's the daily vitamin C, daily zinc, and the minute I even feel like a scratchy throat, I hit the Airborne hard and I do the generic one. All right, so this is one of those things. I have a video I think I'm going to film at some point, like the 10 things everybody else loves, but I don't. This would be one of them, and I'm pretty sure it's listed on that for that thing. The Tula Skincare Eye Cream. This one will probably go to work. It is almost brand new. It is a stick. I've had the pink one as well. Maybe it works well for some people. I like a cream where I'm rubbing it in. This is like a chapstick, and I don't like it. Oh my gosh, guys, we have so much more. All right, this is an absolute love. I repurchased for Black Friday. I would have said prior to this one that, what would I say? That mists are not necessary. I think my skin had also been missing this. The Hydrating Essence by Dr. Brandt. Let's see, water, glycerin, rose. Rose is like, my skin just loves rose. Sodium hyaluronate, grapeseed, Camilla sinensis, just awesome. I bought 2 bottles for Black Friday. I don't know if I'd repurchase. I just can't have a bunch of skincare that every skincare item is between $50 and $80 or I'll just be like going broke. But I do love it and I was happy to buy it on Black Friday. All right, this stuff broke me out like no other. It's terrible. I mean, it seems to be everybody loves Supergoop sunscreen. Now she has a gazillion. So this is the Supergoop Unseen SPF 40. This comes out like Vaseline. It was fine when I didn't put makeup on. Every time I put this under my makeup, I broke out. I almost had a rash. Like I had a couple pimples, but then I almost had a heat rash. So, I don't know where I put it, but there's basically Trader Joe's as a dupe, does the same thing. So it comes out, it looks like Vaseline. I don't believe in my mind it's unseen because it basically looks and feels like Vaseline and then it has a very slick feel. Literally heat rash. I'm sad. I got to try that in my Ipsy, but boy, not for me. Maybe it's for you. Oy. All right. So this is also going to go to work. Dr. Brandt. I have not found too many Dr. Brandts I do not like. This is his cleanser, facial cleanser. Purify, exfoliate. Maybe that's why. This leaves your skin, in my skin anyway, dry. It just, I think, strips your skin of everything. So it's full. I've only used it maybe like 3 times. I'll probably bring that to work, put it out on the counter. No. All right. Sadly, this one is, I think, may have to be in permanent rotation and it's so expensive. Luckily I think I have 2 more, but I took a break. You probably can't really tell. It's Dr. Botanicals. Thankfully, I have 2 more tubes that I paid $5 each from Luxely. Dr. Botanicals Duo Moisturizer Moroccan Rose Light Summer Cream. I stopped using this once this was out. And I also took note of how long this lasted me. Being kind of on the conservative side on how much I squeezed, this lasted 6 weeks. That's basically how much? That's a lot. It's $59. So that's quite a bit of money. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at math. But like, what, $8 a week or something? I don't know. But my skin has been more red, more irritated since I stopped using. I love it. But oh my gosh, I keep loving the expensive products. All right, the jury's out on this. I decided, instead of buying another Mindy McKnight Heritage, I decided to try Function Beauty from Target. They're the ones where you have little mix-ins. And this is the anti-frizz. It's more expensive than the Mindy McKnight. I think the Mindy McKnight is better. So Function Beauty now has a hair mask. I just put 2 frizzes in there. I don't think it's that great anti-frizz, especially since this was $3. The mask by itself, I think, was like $11.99, $10.99. I like the Heritage better. So I've only used it twice, but so far I am not a fan of the Function Beauty. I would love to know if you like it because I really had high hopes. All right, so another one that I just realized that lipstick is not for me. This is the Hourglass. We got it in the FabFitFun. It's kind of a fun packaging where you can reuse it. I feel like it seems like a cigarette from olden days. Not that I've ever smoked. I just don't like true lipsticks. It's also a little bit more bold of a color than I like. And it's also more, I don't know how to use the words, but it's more like a true lipstick. Whereas I really just kind of want a pigmented gloss kind of a thing. All right, Foxy Bay. I've raved about it for years and years. All right, I ran out of time. So Foxy Bay, I've raved about it for years. I mean, I've never paid full price because there for a long time it was in a lot of boxes. If I found it again on a steal, I would probably re-buy it. I finally using it up. I had like stockpiled it. So this is the Foxy Bay Don't Hate Hydrate Replenishing Hair Mask. Honestly, I really prefer Pureology at this point. This is still really good, but it's 8 packets for $28. I'm fairly sure I get more than 8 uses out of the Pureology conditioner. So very nice, but I think I've just progressed on to Pureology. And then my last 2 items are essential oils. Dream and Breathe. These are ones I found on Amazon, to be honest. I started off with doTERRA. They're too expensive. And then I went to, I forget, something Eve's Garden, or no, something like that. And I will go back to them. I just don't think these ones on Walmart, or not Walmart, Amazon are as good. Breathe is essential when anybody has a cold in my house. I have gotten off to where I don't like the sleeping oils as much anymore. I feel like I got off of them. But the ones for illness, like Breathe and Eucalyptus, are essential when anybody has a cold. It helps everybody sleep better at night. This is like $6 for a lot. But I feel like you get what you pay for. And so I feel like finding probably cheaper than doTERRA, but like more expensive than Amazon. I feel like you do get what you pay for. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I know it's a really long empties. I hope you had an awesome Christmas. I hope you have a great new year, and I will talk to you soon.